Hey guys, it's Mary, and if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Mary, and I'm a beauty and skincare junkie. That I am. I have been wanting to film the top 3 in every category video kind of since I started doing YouTube, and I just haven't gotten a chance to do that video. So I figured I would marry it together with my best in beauty, my top favorites of 2025. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I do have a bunch of these things on my face, so if I can show you the product in action, I will. If I can swatch it, we will be swatching it and talking about it. Clearly, if it's in this video, I truly was obsessed with it, used it again and again, and if it ran out, I have repurchased it. If you know me, I am a person to have backups on standby. Let's do my favorite thing and talk about all these makeup and beauty goodies that I couldn't get enough of in 2025. I'm going to attempt to start kind of doing it in the order that I would getting ready, but I'm sure knowing me, I'll probably go off on a tangent and end up not doing it in that order, but I'll do my best. First, let's start off with facial sprays. When I'm getting ready, if I'm doing my makeup or not doing my makeup, I always do like to use a good facial spray. This year, the ones that I was obsessed with were the Dalba. This is actually empty right now. It was in my empties video because I finished this second bottle of this. I just have other facial sprays right now, and that's why I have not replaced it, but I am sure there will be another bottle of this in my near future. Aromatic spray serum, white truffle, hydrates and nourishes the skin. This, I know, kind of went viral. Everybody was talking about this spray on social media for good reason. You can use this spray as just like a hydrating spray, as a refreshing spray, as a spray to kind of meld in all your powders. And it has skincare ingredients in it. So really love it. And it has a really nice mister on it. This is actually almost out. This is the Naked Sundays Hydrating Glow Mist. And I put it in the facial spray because I don't use this as a setting spray. It's more, I use it more of like a facial spray, and that's why I put it in this category. It does have SPF of 50. It also has skincare ingredients in it. It's got hyaluronic acid, kakadu plum, and watermelon. It says it's a hydrating glow mist. That's what she looks like. I can even put a little bit of this on right now. It's just hydrating, refreshing. And then this Indie Lee COQ10 Toner Aloe and Hyaluronic Acid Spray. The mister on this will kind of spit at you. Yeah, it's not the finest mister in the world. It's not the worst either. But the spray itself, I really enjoy. I would probably try to cheat maybe and see if I can put this into this bottle and see if I can use this mister or just any other bottle and see if I can find a way to get this in a finer mister. Because I just really love this spray. So as far as prepping the skin before makeup, I've got some favorites. These are the Medicube Zero Pore Pads that have AHA, BHA, panthenol, allantoin, sodium hyaluronate. These pads right here. I love these for the fact that they're so convenient. They are fairly gentle, but they are a good exfoliant. They're so quick and easy to pull out, wipe all over your face before you're going to do your makeup. If you are having any flare-ups, like I did have some issues with my skin this year, and when I was having flaky skin, these were really nice if I was going to be putting anything on top of my face afterward, because having the actual pad provided a little bit of an abrasion so that it would kind of help get any of the loose flaking off. So I really enjoyed these pads. This is a Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid exfoliant with salicylic acid in it. It says it unclogs pores and shrinks enlarged pores, smooths and even skin tone, a lightweight liquid, absorbs quickly. Agree. Check. It even has little check marks on the bottle. I think it's a cult favorite for a reason. I do like to try to pick it up when it's on sale. It's not the cheapest liquid exfoliant out there, but I would pay full price for this just because I love it. I've been a diehard for this for years. And if you have watched any of my videos, this is going to come as no surprise. I have talked all year about how much I love the Haru Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. This acts as a milky toner. It also is very, very hydrating. So it's packed full of skincare ingredients, but when I use this, I feel like I don't need a moisturizer. It kind of plumps my skin up and just gets my skin ready for makeup. Wouldn't even really put this in a skincare category for me. Like, this is a makeup prep thing as well as skincare, because I love it for skincare too. I do put it on sometimes when I'm not doing my makeup, I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk sunscreen. I do not have my favorite one that I had all year was the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun, which I'm out of right now, and I will place an order for it again, like the next time that I do like a yes style order or something like that. But at the moment, I do not have any. I love that sunscreen though, as well as the Tier Hydro UV Shield Sunscreen SPF 50, just a beautiful sunscreen. This is the Dr. Jart Everyday Sunday Ultra Sheer Priming Sunscreen Stick. This is SPF of 40. I have talked about this one a lot too on my channel. This is a repurchase for me. Absolutely love it. I will purchase it again when it runs out. It's perfect for days that you're not wearing makeup too, because it's so quick and easy. You can just throw it on. It's not shiny. It's not greasy. It's totally like a matte sunscreen. My husband likes to use this because you can't even really tell you're doing anything, and it's really quick and easy. I am wearing this under my makeup today. Just really, really, really love this sunscreen. And then I did want to mention, this is kind of like it's a little bit of a cheat because I had 3 primers and I had 3 sunscreens. So I wanted to throw in the CL Prime and Protect SPF 30. This is a primer. I don't use this as my only sunscreen, so I didn't want to use it as a sunscreen. And I usually do also use another primer when I use this, so I don't really necessarily use this as my only primer. So I'm trading a little bit, and I'm just going to mention that I absolutely adore the CL Prime and Protect. I love CL as a brand in general. Just love that brand. As for primers, no surprise. These two are actually running out on me and need to be repurchased. This one I feel like is going to last a long time, but I really, really love this one. So this is the Cali Ray So Blown Clean Blurring Primer with Collagen Peptides. Mary loves a good peptide. This is also a very blurring primer. Mattifying blurring primer. If this one had sunscreen in it, like I might have to marry it. But one of my favorite primers of all time is this Cali Ray So Blown primer. This I have repurchased and loved for a long time. This was new to me this year, but I have been using it nonstop. I am almost out. I will be repurchasing this. I love the idea of having skincare and my primer. This is the This is the Kofi Double Life Serum Primer, and this has, I believe it's niacinamide and tranexamic acid in it. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Again, this is a primer that I will go in with something smoothing over top of this, but I love the idea of having these skincare benefits in my primer, so I kind of always double up and go in with this one first and then something on top of this that's more smoothing. But that one has, without a doubt, been a favorite this year. And this was a new discovery for me as well. The Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. This gives a similar blur to the Cali Ray. And this is at a much more affordable price point and will be lasting me quite a long time as well. I also used this one when I was getting ready today. It has a little bit of a cooling effect to it. You don't want to go too thick. It is kind of like a silicone feeling primer. So you don't want to go too thick on it. You want to stay with a pretty thin layer, but it is pretty blurring. I feel like it's hard to say when we're layering up so many different things with our powders and our primers and our setting sprays of what is helping with our makeup longevity. But I would definitely say that I do think that this definitely doesn't decrease your makeup longevity. Does it increase it? I think so. Let's talk about lip treatments, lip balms. I usually always, when I'm getting ready, I think a lot of us girlies do when we're doing our makeup, have some sort of lip balm or lip treatment on our lips. And also I like to keep them in the car, especially during the winter time, because even here in Florida, we can get some chapped lips fairly quickly in the winter. These are some of my favorites from this year. So this is the Lip Sleep Propolis Lip Sleeping Mask by CosRX. It does have a couple misses for me, but for the most part, I do love CosRX. This one is the best at filling out and kind of plumping up those like fine lines that you get in your lips. This is the best one, especially if you do it the night before, if you know you're going to be wearing like a matte lip or a liquid lip or something like that. This is a newer discovery for me, but obsession nonetheless. This is the Edam Balm. I plan on picking up a couple colors of this. I just haven't decided what colors I'm going to get, and I'm kind of on a no-buy right now. I'm on Don't Do It December because I have just so many goodies and stuff that I've gotten for Black Friday and the Sephora sale. But after Don't Do It December and maybe Just Say No January, I do want to try out other colors in that because it not only is really like juicy and nice on the lips. I have Croissant is that shade and it has like a golden sparkle to it. But it has skincare ingredients for treating your lips as well. And then this one is the Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Gloss Balm. I love this one because it's also packed full of skincare. And at the same time, if you just want to replace your lip gloss, if you're doing just like mascara and lip gloss that day, which I do a lot, and maybe a wet look eyeshadow, you know what I'm saying? I love this one because again, it's going to give you all the skincare benefits, but it's going to also nice and juicy and just a good lip balm in general. That one ran out and is a repurchase for me as well. Let's talk kind of like shimmer liquid highlight type deal. These can be used on the body or on the face, however way you want to use them really. For the most part, I have been using this Lumi Glotion. This one, you can use it to mix in with your foundations, put underneath your foundations, put on the tops of your cheekbones and just use it as a liquid highlight if you want to. It's a pretty subtle version of a liquid highlight. Just a really nice formula and plays well with others. As far as like a bronzy body glow, loving the In Beauty Project Bronze Body Glow is infused with squalene, guarana, and green coffee. If I had on a shirt that would show this, I would have shown this today, but I've worn this in a bunch of my videos. If I'm showing skin, I have on some type of like bronzy, glowy thing. So also in a bunch of my videos, you will see me wearing this ColourPop Soul one that I wanted to mention because, I think this might be limited edition. I did pick up 2 bottles because I ran through one pretty quickly because it is a body highlighter. I feel like it should have been a bigger bottle, but that's just my 2 cents. I really, really enjoy this one. It's a true gold shimmer. It does pull gold on me. A lot of times, I feel like I'm magic. I turn a lot of things silver, and this one stays like a true gold on me. And if you blend it out really, really, really well, it stays well. It doesn't really get all over your clothes. Neither does this one. Just good formulas. Enjoy both of those quite a bit. So let's start talking complexion. I want to talk skin tints really quickly. Actually, all of these have SPF in them. I do have skin tints that I enjoy that don't have SPF in them, but my top 3, these definitely have SPF in them. This is the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. This has SPF of 42 and PA+++. It has skincare benefits. It's very moisturizing. Love this Misha BB Cream. This is the CL Tint and Protect SPF of 50 Tint and Serum. This is running pretty low for me. Love this as well. And this one is on the glowier end. I don't usually go for glowier complexion products, but this one is not over the edge. It's not too much, but it is, especially for me, on the glowier side, but I still do really enjoy it. And the fact that it's SPF of 50, need I say more? And the last one that I wanted to talk about is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Blurring Skin Tint SPF of 30. I do wish this was a little bit higher in the SPF. I guess I should be saying the shades. I'm so sorry. On the CL Skin Tint, I am shade 8 Medium Honey. And the Misha Baby Cream, this is really, really light for me. And I do have to mix it with something that we'll be talking about in just a moment. Caramel Beige number 29. Again, very, very light for me, but great coverage on this as well. This is kind of like a smoothing skin tint as well. It gives you a nice smooth base. The Blurring Skin Tint by CoverGirl. I love a good blurring product. This is shade 430 Medium Neutral. It is a little bit dark for me. Probably deep in the middle of summer, this would be okay. But I do have to lighten this up with something that, again, we're going to be talking about in just a second. And I wore the hell out of this all year as well. So I don't have 3 things in this category. I just wanted to mention both of these. This was a repurchase. This is my second bottle of the Cali Ray Sun Drip Drops. Love this to mix it with foundations. If the tone is a little bit off and I need to warm it up a little bit, this works really, really well. And this also can deepen up foundations a little bit for me. So like I will mix it with this Misha BB cream and it'll give me just that little bit that I need so that everything kind of blends in pretty well. And then if something is a little bit too dark, like I was saying with that CoverGirl Skin Tint, this House Labs, the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, the white one. If there's a formula of a foundation that you don't like very much, if it's a little bit too dark, that's all I'm going to say about that one. For foundations, I was literally wearing this every single day, all the time. This is shade 11 in the Fenty Beauty. This is the Eavesdrop Stick. That's what she looks like. I have repurchased this. This is not my first one and it doesn't have a ton. It doesn't have a ton left in it. I just have been loving so many other things that I have not been reaching for this, but this is so quick and easy to throw on and just, and I don't even really use concealer when I use this. I just throw this on, throw on a little bit of powder. Just really enjoy that one. This is newer to my collection, but damn if I'm not obsessed with it. I do have to throw in some of my bronzing drops when I use this. This is the Lancome Tint Adult Ultra Wear Foundation. Absolutely beautiful foundation. I don't know why I waited so long to try it. This wasn't a video. Viral products I've been sleeping on, and I don't know why I slept on it for so long. I also did try out the concealer. The concealer is good, but the foundation is bomb. Bomb.com. This last foundation is the foundation that I am wearing today. It's the Clinique Even Better Makeup Broad Spectrum 15. Evens and corrects, it says. Now, I would not rely on this as my SPF. I mean, 15 is kind of a joke if you ask me. This is WN76 Toasted Wheat. I used to laugh because ChatGPT kind of told me that I was like warm, medium, neutral, cool. Basically said I was every undertone in the book, and I thought it was just useless information. And then I'm realizing that it's so true because on so many different brands, like on a lot of them, I'll be neutral. Then sometimes I'm warm. I think I even own one cool. I did have to put a little bit of this in just to warm this up just a tad, but the shade is pretty good for me. But I did put in the Cali Ray Sun Drip Drops today when I was getting ready. For concealers, I cheated a little bit because I do have an honorable mention. So we'll do the honorable mention first. This is a pot concealer that I did want to bring up because I just love it, but I love it for a specific thing. And that is those days that I want to do like 5-minute makeup. You know what I'm talking about? Where you just like in and out of the door, but you want to have like a little bit of coverage on your face. This is what I do. I take the RMS Uncover Up Concealer, and I have mine in the shade 44, which is a really good shade match for me. And I will just take this and kind of do a little bit of spot concealing because the match is so good, and then throw on a little bit of powder over top of this. And I love that for the 5-minute makeup. So I did want to bring up that concealer just for that reason. As far as concealers that I've been using nonstop on my face and under my eyes, these are the 3. These are the ones. This is a repurchase for me. I had to rebuy it on Black Friday from Estee Lauder because they had a pretty decent deal going on. I have mine in the shade 4N. I love this concealer. For us mature gals, you know, the over 40 club, whatever you want to call us, the mature end of the skin arena, this is a really mature skin friendly concealer. It's even nice under the eyes. I'm very picky about any concealer that I will put underneath my eyes. Also love this for covering up spots and all that. Just a great concealer. The It Do It All Radiant Concealer. This is also one that I don't mind using under my eyes. One of very few that I will use in that area. This has a multivitamin serum, so it also has skincare ingredients. I love anything that has some skincare ingredients in it. If I can do my makeup and also be getting a little bit of benefits throughout the day, even knowing mentally while I'm putting it on, just thinking about the fact that it has skincare in it, I think for me, because thoughts become things, works out in my best interest. I like to use this in the in normal places to like highlight a little bit on the chin, a little bit on the forehead, whatnot. And I do not mind this under the eyes. It is kind, under my 44-year-old under eyes. This Maybelline Eraser Corrector, whatever. Now, I do not like the sponge tip applicator on this thing. That I'm not a fan of. And I have this one pretty bright so I can use it under my eyes, but this one is also pretty kind under the eyes, and I did use this one getting ready today as well. Blends out really, really well. Works well with all the foundations that I throw at it. That's the only drugstore concealer I had. It's a good one. Let's talk about bronzers real quick. Did I love this bronzer? Did I or did I not love this cream bronzer? This is a repurchase for me already, and I will purchase this again. This is in the shade Medium Dark. Love this cream bronzer. Today, when I got ready, I used the House Labs, like, Balm Contour Bronzer Stick. This is in the shade Silhouette. What I love about this, and I've mentioned this before, is not only does it blend out really well, not only does it last all day, not only does it give you, like, a natural finish, so I feel like it kind of does a little bit of both for me. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? You know what I mean? It does a little bit of both. And the last one is a tried and true. This is a repurchase for me. This is the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. This one is a little bit on the drier side, so you're going to have to work a little bit more to blend it out once you do it. So I do kind of like do one cheek and blend it out and then do another part of my face and blend it out. I love the shade Truffle. I love the formula of this. I feel like it lasts all day. It's convenient. The stick, you know, I don't know. I've been using that one for a really long time. Powder bronzers. So tried and true again, the Fenty Sunstalker bronzer. I've been using this one for years. This is a repurchase for me. It bronzes me up without being too red. And it's also the shade is, I kind of like a more natural bronzer. I don't like to go too deep with my bronzers. And this one just works really, really well for me. This is kind of all I wore for the longest time. I used this nonstop. I mean, I do like to try new things, so I would try some here and there. This year, though, I did discover a couple others. These other two, so let me tell you first. The NYX Buttermelt Bronzer is a little bit newer to my collection. I know everyone loves this bronzer. The whole Buttermelt line is just a winner. This is in the shade Butter Biscuit. Smooth, blends like butter. Beautiful shade, a little bit red, but not too much. And I do love both of these. In the top 3 of 2025, these would be in my top 3. But the one that I literally wear, and what I'm wearing today, and what I wear all the time, that I just cannot stop wearing, is this RMS Beauty. I want to try some of the blushes from this Hydra line. Mine is in the shade Tan Lines. That's the packaging. That's what it looks like. Mine has fallen out a couple times. I don't know if that's just because of me, but this part does kind of come out. This is kind of like a hybrid between a powder and a cream. It has like a little bit of a sheen to it, but not too much so that you like look metallic or anything like that. It's just like a little bit of a glow. It's just a really, really pretty bronzer. I like to joke that my other makeup gets jealous. Well, Caramel Cutie and Butter Biscuit are getting jealous because I try to reach for them. I try to, and then I like always end up reaching for the RMS one. Let's talk powders. The L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection powder. It was hard for me to narrow this down because I do have several powders in my collection. Definitely deserves a spot in the top 3. The fact that it's drugstore, even though drugstore prices are creeping, guys, it's not like I can sit around here and say that everything in the drugstore is like super affordable. Medium deep pink, 05. It's not too pink. It doesn't really show up as pink, but this is very blurring. It does help your makeup to last longer. Just a really beautiful, beautiful powder. The Huda Beauty. This is newer to my collection. I've only had this one for a few months, few months. I had the small one. I don't suggest the small version. I've said that before because it's really hard to use because of the small little lid, especially, I mean, at least for me to try to get in there and do what I need to do to get my powder and do what I need to do. It was hard and I broke it, but I picked up the big one and I don't regret it. This is the Duo. They do have them in a bunch of shades, so you can get just like one shade of the shade that you love if you want to. It's just a beautiful powder. It gets the job done and it holds your makeup in all day. Just a very, very flattering powder. If I'm not going for the most that day, if I'm going for the least, but I still want to do a little something, like if I'm doing that RMS Uncover Up Concealer This RMS powder is super beautiful. This is the RMS Hydra setting powder. So there's something to that Hydra line, I'm telling you. I want to try the blushes. This is in the shade medium. This is just really, really nice. I used this under my eyes today, so it's actually a really beautiful setting powder for under the eyes as well, because it is so finely milled and just nice. This has a very natural, like skin-like finish. It's not going to be too mattifying, but it's not going to be glowy. It's a very skin-like finish, and it goes perfect. Those two are just really, really nice. The Uncover Up Concealer and this married together for that 5-minute makeup. I mean, that's how I kind of like to use these the most. But this you can use with any other foundation, skin tint, whatnot, and under the eyes. So just a really great all-around powder. Let's talk cream liquid blushes. I have 3, but 2 are kind of cream and 1 is a liquid. This, I want to say, is one of the things that I, tinfoil hat on, have discovered is shade specific. The Armani Luminous Silk blushes. This is the shade Vivid Coral. This one is beautiful. I love the shade. I love the formula. I love the way it blends. I love the way it kind of gives a little bit of the luminosity on the cheeks, but not too much. This is just a really, really nice formula, but I have the Rosy Peach one and it's patchy on me. I wear it and I will put a powder blush over top of it so I get use out of it, but this one doesn't go patchy on me, and that's what I really, really love this formula. This is the Morphe Cheek Thrills. This is the specific in the shade After Party, but I have tried a couple of these and all of the formulas are nice. The one I wanted to show you, this is my favorite color. The cream blush in here, you see the tones, is gorgeous. So this is the cream. Right here. I do have it on my cheeks today, so you will see it kind of going on to my cheekbones. And then it's got like a cream highlighter and a powder blush. All 3 of them are beautiful. But when I am reaching for a cream blush, I do tend to I like these Morphe Cheek Thrills. I do. Sometimes I will use the cream, like today, I will use the cream blush from here and then use like a different powdered blush. But this trio themselves, like you can use them just on their own, and you have like the highlight, the powder, and the cream blush, and it works really, really nicely together. This is the Patrick Ta, which I know everybody loves these Patrick Ta blushes, and this is the shade She's Seductive, very reflective. I know the packaging is dirty, I'm sorry. This is the cream. I have a type when it comes to my blushes. The powder is beautiful too. They're both beautiful, but we are talking about the cream side. This is one of my favorite cream blush formulas. And you can use this cream blush like over top of powder or underneath it, according to Patrick. And I have done that. For powder blushes, talked about this one a couple times on my channel. The House Labs blushes are just a beautiful formula. This is the shade Fire Moon. This one is deeper. A new discovery for me this year was the Fenty Beauty. Actually, did these come out this year? They might have. The Fenty Cheeks Suede Powder Blushes. This is in the shade Just a Crush. These are gorgeous. So smooth, so silky. They have these in a ton of shades. There's this one. It's like so luminous. Do we see the sheen, the beauty of this blush? I will swatch it. It's just so pretty. This is the type of blush that when you use it, you do not need a highlighter because it just has like that beautiful sheen, that beautiful luminosity to it. And then the blush that I'm wearing today is the Tower 28 Get Set blush in Long Beached Iced Tea. I wore the hell out of this blush. Here we go. I do have other color blushes too, but these were my favorite. We're supposed to be talking about my favorite. So, we did talk about the couple, like, corally peachy ones. There we go. Can we see that one? What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about highlighters. For highlighters, I was like a creature of habit. I wore the Dior highlighter a lot this year. So this is the Dior Quad. I wore it a lot last year too. It's just so nice to have the 4 different shades. You can use it on your eyes, on your cheeks. Just really, really nice. They're just really pretty. Do you see that? Ooh. Yeah, so this white one is the only one that I don't really wear on my cheeks because it's a bit ashy for my skin tone. But I can wear all three of these on my cheeks as a highlighter. I wear this one in the inner corner or on my brow bone, and they're all really pretty as eyeshadows as well. I did discover a couple other goodies towards the end of the year. This is the Sephora Colorful Luminizer in the shade Sparkling Honey. This one is nice. This is what the packaging looks like. This is what the highlighter looks like. It's actually really pretty too, the embossing. But it's just... Oh. Are we ready for this one? Look at that. Look at that. Okay, the Sephora collection. Okay. And it also, when it goes in the cheeks, it's so soft and smooth. Just look at that sheen. Gorgeous. The NYX Buttermelt is coming in. It's coming in again. The NYX Buttermelt. So this is the purple one. I do want to try some other shades in this one as well, but I've been rocking the hell out of this purple one since I got it. It's just so pretty. There's a little bit of glitter in this, so you're going to notice a little bit of multicolored glitter on your cheeks outside in the sun. I don't really notice it anywhere else. I don't notice it on camera. I don't notice it indoors, but I definitely notice it outside. And look at that. Just, ooh, I'm a sucker for a good purple highlighter. And this one is just ooh, really pretty. I didn't have 3 cream highlighters, but I did have 2 that I wanted to talk about. One is from the K-Beauty world, and wow. This is the Hints Multi-Dimension Stick shade that I get mine in. Lightning? I don't know. Shade something. I do wish I would have gone a little bit deeper on my shade, I'm not gonna lie. But the formula itself, it's like a twist-up stick. The formula itself is just, it's almost like a wet look kind of highlighter. These are the 2 that I love. Oh, I forgot to talk about this one. This one is from the Fembot collection by Rem Beauty. I'm not going to say that I'm a big Rem Beauty person, but I do like the Fembot collection, the lip gloss. Very pretty. We are going to talk about the eyeshadow in a little while, and this is the highlighter for like no makeup days. I feel like a fairy. I just throw this like ethereal highlighter all over my cheeks. I also like to wear this underneath the purple one. I should have done that today. I should have put this underneath there because it gives it like a sticky base to stick to and last longer for the day. But mostly when I wear this, I do wear this alone, and I will put this like, oh, do you see how just like kind of like it catches the light? It's like when I wear this, I will throw like a little bit on my cheekbones, a little bit on my eyes, some mascara, and the Fembot gloss, and I just feel like a fairy. You know, like I just leaving fairy dust everywhere I go with my sparkly self. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about lips. So I want to talk about like stick form lip things I've been using because I am a gloss girl. I love me a good gloss. First, let's just say I have one of these on my lips today. Like I outlined and then I put a gloss over top of it. These are the MAC Dazzle lips. They're gorgeous. I started with one, Cosmic Plum. I did try another shade that I didn't love, that I wasn't wowed by, that I returned. I believe it was called Gemstone. It was okay, but it didn't wow me, and I didn't see anything very dazzling about it. Cosmic Plum, I feel like I'm going to run out of this, and I feel like I need a backup. I know that sounds crazy because there's a lot of this, but like I love this. I love this. This is so beautiful on its own to outline your lips. It's also long lasting. I started out with one, then I ended up getting this pink one and spaced out. Let me go ahead and swatch these. So what I love about these is they're easy to put on. It does kind of flatten out after a while, so you're going to end up with like a flatter thing, and you can sharpen it up if you want by using the side of it. Cosmic Plum is really flattened out for me because I use it so much. They're glittery, but you don't feel the grit all over your lips. There's nothing like gritty about it. It's really comfortable and honestly fairly long lasting. They make like beautiful lip combos together if you want to throw a couple of them together. They're just really, really, really nice. These are the shades that I ended up with. Cosmic Plum, which is my favorite. I cannot stop wearing. Grateful, which is what I kind of outlined over and blotted out on my lips today before I put a gloss. The purple, kind of purplish shade is called Lunar Veil. And then this pink, light pink is called Spaced Out. My favorite combo is these two together. I do this one, a Cosmic Plum outlined, and then fill in my lips with this. Today, I'm wearing this one, like I said, it's the outline with a gloss in between. MAC Dazzle Lips. Probably my favorite stick. This is my favorite. No, I can't say it's my favorite because the next, just one of my favorite. This is why it's top three. Top three, because I can't even pick which one I like the most. Oh my lord. Next stick thing that I was obsessed with were the Fenty Gloss Bomb Sticks. This one is Icy Amethyst, which is the one that I wear the most. It was in my last empties video because you see there's no more. I had like a tiny bit left in my last empties video, and I have kept it in the car and worn the hell out of it, and now it's getting down like where it's like indented underneath the thing. You will see this in my Black Friday haul. I picked up a backup. Look at how gorgeous that is. Like, let's just take a moment. So out of the Gloss Bomb Sticks, Icy Amethyst is probably my favorite shade, but just the sticks themselves, this is like a gloss bomb in a stick. Packed full of glitter, packed full of sparkle, but you do not feel it at all. It is so smooth on the lips and so comfortable on the lips. They're just a gorgeous formula. So I started with Icy Amethyst, already been through the one, and you see this is my backup. I ended up with How Many Carats, which is like the white one, which is like the diamond balm that she has. I also own the diamond balm that like goes on your eyes, the highlighter. That's also really pretty, but that's the shade of that one, like white one. On Black Friday, when I picked up the purple one, I also picked up Fussy, which is one of my favorite shades of the regular Fenty Gloss Bombs. So I haven't even tried this one on my lips yet. I know I'm going to love the formula because so far these are not shade specific. So far these are just gorgeous. Icy Amethyst, How Many Carats, and Fussy right here. Oof. Ooh. I think the Fenty Gloss Bomb Stick might be my favorite lip product of all time. I think so. They're that good. Really, 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 really good. And then the last one I did want to mention, these lifter glazes might be somewhat of a dupe for the YSL lip glaze, candy glazes. Are they? I don't know. It's smooth. It's nice. It's kind of everything that I wanted those Romand glassing bombs to be, but those ended up kind of chunking up on me a little bit. Ooh, yeah, you see that? Just juicy. Balmy. They have plenty of shades. Just so you can see how beautiful it is, I'm going to switch and put on some Icy Amethyst. I can't. Perfection, 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 Riri, perfection. So lip gloss. I'm a gloss girl through and through. I have tons of them all the time.
In my pockets, in my bags, in the side of my door, in my room, in my bathroom.
I have glosses everywhere. And these are the ones that I was obsessed with this year. By far, the gloss that I wore the most, that I literally was obsessed with, was Blushing Lizard by Half Magic. So this is, it's not really pulling up like much here. This is Blushing Lizard. It's got like a blue, you can't really tell. On the lips, it's really, really pretty. I also like the size of this little doe foot applicator. It's just the perfect little size to put on. Yes. The Rare Beauty Luminizing Lip Glosses. So this is in the shade Spark. This is so comfortable, so like rivaling up there with the Fenty Gloss Bombs on smoothness and longevity on these lip glosses. This is Spark by Rare Beauty. Right here. I believe these are also called the luminizing lip glosses. These lip glosses are a little bit special because you can get them in different opacity. So you can get them in 30% or 70% saturation on the colors. This is the shade Scotch. This is a Asian brand that is now actually available in Ulta as well. The formula on these is so smooth and beautiful. Also pretty long lasting. This also has like one of those little mini doe foot applicators. This is Scotch by Fui. Right there. It's also, my lips are very pigmented, so I need something that's gonna like show up on me. I do have to layer up Blushing Lizard before I can see it. The last formula I want to talk about is the Ultra Glossy Lips by ColourPop. I know, I have 4 glosses, I'm sorry. I wanted to talk about more, so... This is actually in the shade, and I used this when I was getting ready. I've switched my lip gloss clearly, but I used this with one of the MAC Dazzle sticks and then put this in the center because it had green, like to go with my shirt and my eyes today. But the formula on these, and even this one, they don't all have a bunch of glitter. This one is from the Shrek collection, but they do have a bunch of them that aren't necessarily from the Shrek collection. They just have a bunch of different shades in this ultra glossy lip formula. I got 4 in the Shrek collection, and I like 3 out of the 4. This just happened to be my favorite, and even with all that green glitter in it, it's so comfortable. You don't feel it. You don't feel the grit at all. For a sparkly gloss, they just did a really, really, really good job on those. I just have 3 brow things. They're not necessarily all in the same category. So I have a brow gel, which is the L'Oreal 24-hour brow lamination. Until I started using this, and I did use this today on my brows, until I got this one, I was a diehard for the Rare Beauty one. I do have a couple others, like the e.l.f. one that I like a little bit, you know, the Patrick Ta one's not bad, but I was a diehard for the Rare Beauty until I started using the L'Oreal. This one is really, really, really nice. With all brow gels, though, I always have to like ungunk it before I use it. Otherwise, I just end up with like too much chunk in my brows. If I'm lazy on those 5-minute makeup days when I just want to fill in my tails a little bit because I have pretty bald tails, I really, really like, this is also by L'Oreal actually, the L'Oreal Faux Brow. The 2-pronged little thing going on here, and you can get some real quick like little strokes. I want to like fill in my bald tails. This is really nice. My tried and true that I've been using for years that I have repurchased because I ran out of like the shade that I use the most of and then had to replace it is the Anastasia Brow Duo, and I have mine in the shade Ebony, and it has like a dark brown and then a really dark brown. And this one that I'm hitting pan on already is the one that I ended up having to replace it because it went out. But I had it for like 8 or 9 years before it went out, and then I got a new one. So I like to use this brow powder on its own over top of brow pencil. Like I'll just like line the bottom of my brow and then fill in the rest of my brow with this, or on the no makeup days, 5-minute makeup days, if I want to do my tails really, 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 really quickly, not to think about it like I do kind of with the faux brow pen, so I don't look crazy. This is just real easy to throw in my brows very, very quickly. We already talked about loose powders. Let's talk about pressed powders. These are all 3 for different things, but they are pressed powders, so they're in the top 3. This is the Pat McGrath Labs, and the peach one is new to me, but I had in the past the medium, like translucent one. This is the Pat McGrath Labs. I like to use this, especially since now that I have the peach one, I like to use this to set my color corrector if I am using color corrector that day. I also really love this under the eyes. So it's just a really beautiful, finely milled, really beautiful, again, for me, multi-use powder. This Laura Mercier translucent pressed powder. This is my favorite powder to keep in the car, use as a touch-up throughout the day. This is also like if I touch up my sunscreen with a sunscreen spray after the gym, I can put this powder over top of it and not look, you know, like greasy or get like a pasty kind of situation going on. My favorite pressed translucent powder of all time. And then the Morphe Cloud Light Powder again. You've probably, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I like almost cannot do my makeup these days without finishing it off with this powder. I did finish off my makeup today with this powder. I don't want to say dupe because I know that's that's a very technical word that people take it very seriously. So I don't want to say dupe, but I will say a very nice alternative to the ambient lighting setting powders by Hourglass, which I have one of in a face palette. This is just so convenient and easy to have in a big form. Kind of looks like camo in the pan and has a bit of a sheen to it. Let's talk setting sprays. My SPF version of this spray is in the car, but I do also have the SPF version of this, the one size. Need I say more? I know everyone knows, like if you're into makeup, you've probably heard of this setting spray. It's like hairspray for your face. I can put a little bit of it on right now. The mister is like aerosol, so it comes out in a nice even stream and it's very fine, so it's not going to spit at you. The LYS Natural Finish Skin Loyalty Setting Spray. This one is, again, really, really nice. This is a good also one for sandwiching. So when I'm doing like my makeup in between after I do like finish like my powders and stuff before I do my eyes, I like to do a nice layer of a setting spray, and this one isn't good for that. Okay, so it'll meld in all your powders. It'll hold your makeup all day. It's not necessarily mattifying and it's not luminizing. It's just a natural finish setting spray. And LYS is a clean brand, so if you're into clean products, this is your gal. The Danessa Myrix, when I was doing my makeup today, this was running out and spitting on me, but I have a backup. I have a backup because I love it that much. This is a like liquid to powder formula, and make sure you shake it up really, really, really well. This is the mini, and then I bought the big size as my backup during the Sephora sale. You shake it up really, really well, give yourself a good dousing, and then it's like gonna look all powdery and leave little like white flaky things in your skin if you don't press it in and kind of give it a little bit of a smoothing out. And I like to do that with this Sephora Tap That Puff. I will put that spray all over my face, then I will seal it in, push in that spray with this, and then I don't get all those little white flakies all over my face, and everything is just mattified, beautiful. Just a great way to finish off. And then the other tools that I really, really loved this year, I did discover BK Beauty brushes this year, and they're amazing. They are pricey. Get them on sale. There's sales quite often. They're available Ulta now as well. But my two favorites would have to be the Angie Hot and Flashy Concealer Brush. Chef's kiss on this concealer brush. Wow. And then the 101 foundation brush. It is all that you dreamt it would be and more. Because for a long time, I thought about getting these brushes and I didn't. And then I did. And now I'm like, yes, I love doing my foundation with this brush. It's nice. And then this is really random, but it's something that I like to keep in my car. And this is the Revlon like Stone Volcano Roller Stick. I used to have like blotting paper. I actually still have like a little bit of the Fenty blotting paper that comes on a roll, but this is just really convenient because you can use it over and over again. You do want to clean it off every now and again. You don't have to like replace it the same way that you would the paper. This is just really convenient. So if you get like a little shiny, or like if you've gone to the gym and you're feeling a little greasy, or you're trying out a new foundation and it's a little too glowy, you can just take this roller ball and kind of like, it's not going to disturb anything, and just like roll it over top of your face wherever you are greasy, and it is going to soak up. It's like a volcanic stone that's going to soak up those oils, and it actually works. I thought it was gimmicky and that it wasn't going to work, but it does. Let's start talking about eyes a little bit, which is my favorite thing. Real quickly, I'm going to mention the mascaras that I've been loving. I love them because for me, I want a mascara that's not going to like clump, not going to flake, leave me with the little like black flakes throughout the day, kind of keep me fanned out, but give me a little bit of volume, give me a little bit of length. And all of these do that. I would say the one that is the most va-va-voom, the one that I'm wearing today when I was doing my makeup, Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. I love the brush on this. It's like a fat tipped brush. Oh, I've loved this mascara for a very, very, very long time. This was a recommendation from Kathleen Lights years ago, and I'm on I've been through several tubes since then. The other two are from the drugstore. This is the Panorama. This is a repurchase for me. Really, really love this one. It's not going to give you as much va-va-voom insane as the Monsieur Big, but it's definitely going to give you a little bit of length, a little bit of volume, separation, no flaking, nice and black. Can get it at the drugstore. And then this is newer to my collection, but oh my gosh, if you want that like car mascara really quick, get her done, 5-minute makeup type of mascara or on the go mascara, this Colossal Bubble by Maybelline is amazing. It's like a one coat wonder. I did want to give an honorable mention to the Benefit Fan Fest mascara. I only have the mini, but this is gorgeous. I can't speak for the big one because I have another theory that the mini mascaras are better than the big ones. And I really, really love this one. Let's talk eyeshadow palettes really quickly. So I kind of cheated a little bit and I separated it into like smaller eyeshadow palettes and then bigger eyeshadow palettes. For smaller eyeshadow palettes, this one has a broken one in it, so I don't want to lift it up too much. But these are $4 from Hard Candy. This one is in the shade Punk. Purr is probably my favorite, but they have a bunch of different shades of these little $4, did I mention they were $4? $4 eyeshadow quads. No thoughts needed. The purple matte on the purple quad is not as pigmented as the mattes in the Purr shades, but these are just really, really pretty. And for $4, and to not have to think about the look and just have something really quick. I'm going to have to swatch Purr even though it's broken to show you because it actually does have like a couple dupes in it for some high-end shadows as well. Like, do you see just how beautiful that is? Oh, yes, you get really, really good looks at it. This is really similar to Wet Pebble by Half Magic, the single, and also Shock Chalk by Sephora Collection. This is also really similar to Sin by Urban Decay. These are the Alicia palettes, and again, they do have several different color stories of this. I have the one called All of Brown, and this is just a gorgeous, really easy, everyday throw like a neutral brown in the crease, a little bit of a deeper brown in the outer V, and then pick a shimmer. So there's one of the glitters. You see it's just like a scattered glitter, one of the shimmers, and one of the mattes. And then the last like mini palettes I want to talk about are the 9 shadow, specifically 9 shadow, because I tried a 12 shadow, wasn't really a fan. The 6 shadow ones are okay with the special shades, but not really in the other formulas if you ask me. But the 9 shadow palettes by Morphe are really nice. There's something about the 9 shadow ones. This one is in Pulp Fantasy. Oh, do you see that? Just so beautiful. Also, the mattes are really nice in there as well. I just wanted to show you the shimmers because that's what really gets me about this palette. In this color story, it's got like a couple, like a really light one and a couple like mid-tone, and then you've got like a deeper blue here. What's on my eyes today? This actually spawned a series that I'm starting on my channel, is what I filmed this look for. It's called Dear Indie, You Had Me at Hello, and it was spawned by this palette, which is the Dark Dreamscape palette by Bella Beauté Bar. You will see me doing my eyes today. I will pop up the look. This is the color story. The shimmers are great. The mattes are great. The glitters are great. If you want to know what I think about Bella Beauté Bar in general, check out the video. Dear Indie, You Had Me at Hello, Bella Beauté Bar. But, ooh, this palette is just like, as my daughter would say, like, when she really likes something, she's like, oh. Yeah. Actually, all these palettes are like that. This is the Juvia's Place. And I didn't know that Juvia's Place was an indie brand, but that will be one of the brands that I'm going to showcase in the Dear Indie, You Had Me at Hello as well. This is the Juvia's Place Culture 2 palette. And I love this palette. I love this palette. This is the color story on this company. It is, I have no words. I can't swatch them all. Here's just some of those shades. Now I will say this blue, you have to build that up quite a bit. But this bold matte orange vibrant right from the jump. And then there's just a ton of really pretty shimmers. And this one's like multichrome. This is a 30 shadow eyeshadow palette. And I think it was like 30 something dollars full price. And I got it at like 30% off on a sale. Yeah. I recently picked up the crystallized palette from Bella Beauty Bar. Did a few looks with it. A moment of silence. Okay, moving on. The last palette that I wanted to talk about, I picked up during the Sephora sale. This is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 7. It's the palette everyone's been talking about. And they're talking about it for good reason. I do tend to like go for easier, quicker things. But when I go for a palette, I want it to be a stunner. And the ones that I've tried this year have been really, really good. It was hard to pick. I'll just swatch a couple of these. Just a couple. So you can see the insanity. I just, look at that. Just, I mean, come on. Really? This one almost looks like it's glowing. So it also does have the really like innovative packaging where you can take the little individual color stories out. They're also magnetic, so you can switch them in and out if you want to switch like whatever shadows are in this 6-1. Like if I wanted to put this blue one over here and this one over here, I could do that. You can take one or all three of them and stack them up like this. So you can put all three color stories and stack it up, or just take one on the go if you want to mirror. Definitely innovative packaging. So let's jump to eyeliners real quick. These are the 3 eyeliners I wanted to talk about. The Prada, I know. Eyeliner in mahogany. I've mentioned it before on my channel. It's like a metallic burgundy. It's the eyeliner I have in my waterline today. I love this eyeliner. They have a couple other unique shades that are tempting. I haven't fallen for the temptation as of yet. The ColourPop Multichrome Cream Gel Liner. This one is from the Shrek collection, but they have others. And this one is in Dragon's Breath. Oh, it changes from green to gold to light copper to burgundy. And then the Sephora collection Special Effects Multichrome Liners. I have mine in Celestial Blue. I have been stalking the website to get the other 2 shades they have in this formula, and they're always out of stock. But that's Celestial Blue. Ooh, so good. So lip liners from the year. Makeup Forever lip liners. This one is in Endless Cacao, but they have a ton of shades. There's Endless Cacao right there. Last Forever. These can also be used on the eyes. Really, really creamy, but somehow these things stay put on. And the other 2 lip liners that I loved were both lip stains. Now, the Sashu peel off lip stains, you do have to have a few minutes to use these, and you do, kind of need to be careful and then come in with a Q-tip afterwards and blend them out a little bit. If you have the time to do it, these are beautiful and they also last all day. I have 2 shades, Golden Brown and Nude. The Wet n Wild stains. This is the Wet n Wild stain in Nude Tights. Perfect Pout. This also lasts all day. Kind of like the Huda Beauty. Some people do say that these dry down. I've had this for quite some time and mine is still going strong. As you can see, you can turn it on its side and do the really thin line. See that? I think these are $5, the Wet n Wild lip stains. So those are my favorite lip liners of the year, which were obsessions for sure. Let's talk about single eyeshadows, and then I have a cheat because I have a duo that I want to mention. The Dopamine Sparkle, just the glitter pucks in general. These are all beautiful. This is the pink one, Dopamine Sparkle by Half Magic. It's like a wet, cool to the touch puck. Soft and cooling. You can make these really opaque, or you can just tap it out and like scatter it across your lid. Almost gives a wet look. It's such a beautiful, beautiful sparkle. So intense. These also can be used on the face and body. Other singles. These are by e.l.f. Now, I love the Urban Decay Moon Dust shadows. I love, like, there are several different single shadows that I really enjoy. My fingers are blue. But from this year, I was really impressed with e.l.f. coming out with these. I loved them so much. I got a couple for my goddaughter for her makeup collection. They're just really pretty. This is in the shade Straight Fire. I dropped mine, so it's kind of like looking a hot mess, but that's what it looks like. Kind of got like red and blue glitter in it and a bit of a like reddish base to it. Can we see that sheen? Oh, I put this up on my brow bone today just to kind of work it into the look. But I love to just throw this all over the lid. And what I'll do is I'll throw it onto the lid and like shear it out up into the brow bone. And then I'll intensify it like just on the lid itself so that it's like more intense on my lid, but like scattered out above the crease. Again, gorgeous. The other single shadow that I wore more than anything was Fembot by Rem Beauty. Yep. This again, I love to wear really, really intense directly on the lid and then shear it out up into the brow bone. I also like to use this as a topper on a bunch of other eyeshadows. But that's what Fembot looks like. It's kind of similar to Straight Fire, but more intense. This is Fembot in comparison to Straight Fire. Same family, but this one is way more intense. So obsessed. Those were the 3 single shadows that I wanted to mention. And I did want to mention a duo. So I have 2 of them, but just in general, I wanted to mention the Rabanne duos. Again, you can get these, like I got mine on the Ulta 50% off sale because I'm not sure I would maybe pay the full price on these. I think these are $28 full price, but I got mine for $14. That's what they look like. My favorite one is Date Night. I just think this is such a unique, beautiful shade. I'm going to show you it swatched out, but it doesn't do it justice on a swatch. It's one of those one and done shadows that looks like you did a lot more than you did. I did the Selma Hayek Vogue routine and I used this duo in it. She said to use something that had a little je ne sais quoi. And I was like, man, that's Date Night. There's something special about this shade. There's something special about it when it actually gets on your lids. It's so unique, so special. I love it. They don't crease. They last all day. Obsessed. Let's talk liquid eyeshadows. So the first one I want to talk about, Makeup by Mario. These kind of replaced my love for the Armani liquid eyeshadow tints. The deeper brown one is more, I think it's called Espresso, is newer to me, but I just love this formula. This is Sienna. So this one is Sienna. This one is Espresso. You can use them as bases. You can use them as one and done eyeshadows. You know, put it all over your lid and then blend it out with a brush and smoke it out. You can smoke it out under your lash line as well. Oh, they're just really good. This is the RMS. I think they're called the Eyelights. And this is the shade Sunbeam. But they have a ton of shades. You get a 2 of this, you're going to have it forever. I love Peach. It's just kind of one of the shades that I think looks good on me. And when I want to do like something monochromatic, I'll do like this, like a peach blush like this on my lids, and then a peach gloss. That is the Eyelights. See that? There's the Eyelights right there. In Sunbeam. And it comes with like the little toothpaste metal thing so you can like twist it up out of the tube. But like, again, you get one of these and it'll last you. It'll last you to your deathbed. And then the last liquid eyeshadow I wanted to talk about. This is like, again, for that like 5-minute no makeup or keep in the car if you want to just throw something on your lids with some mascara. This is gorgeous. This is the Ulta Beauty Long Wear Metallic Cream Eyeshadow shade Jam. This is so pretty all over the lid. So pretty. There that is right there. Oh, and then again, if you want, you can like shear it out and give it just a sheen. As much as I love like a one and done eyeshadow or a quick single or something thrown on my lid with mascara, I will do the same thing with like an eyeshadow stick. 3 standout formulas for me for eyeshadow sticks this year. And let me tell you, it was the year of the eyeshadow sticks. I've actually even got a couple of videos on eyeshadow sticks, and I have another one coming up where I want to compare them. This is one of my favorite shades. I've been meaning to do a short with this because I feel like this just makes brown eyes pop so much. This goes really, really well with the lippy, the Icy Amethyst Lippy. So the name of this one is Lilac Luster. Everybody and their mothers come out with these. The Tower 28 ones are very similar to these. Elf ones are very similar to these. Dose of Colors have one that are very similar to these. They last all day. They do flake up if you put them a little bit too thick. But, you know, there's pros and cons on all the different eyeshadow stick formulas. But this one is just so pretty. Another standout formula are the Half Magic Sparkle Sticks. This is my favorite shade. I really do also want to pick up the Periwinkle Blue one by them. This one's called Princess Teddy. It's like a coppery bronze shade. Almost wet looking, lasts all day. They have a bunch of different shades. I really do like a lot of the stuff that I've tried by Half Magic. That Puck, the gloss, the eyeshadow stick, really nice. And then this one by Fenty Beauty that I feel like not a lot of people talked about, but this one, so pretty to me. This was the Fenty Beauty Shade Champion and the Fenty Beauty Shadow Sticks Diamonds. The Diamond Veil version. They do also have like the regular Fenty Beauty Shadow Sticks, and then this is the Diamond Veil version. Guys, do you see that? So pretty. So pretty. I like to put this one with something deeper and like mix them out to kind of make like a smoky, kind of sultry eye. She Glam, Half Magic, and Fenty Beauty. So I'm not much of a purse girl, but I keep this bag in the car that keeps all my other bags. Bag. Upon bag. Upon bag. Do you see this? Do you see the insanity? No, my sun sprays. So I keep everything in this owl bag in the car. I absolutely adore this owl bag. So technically the owl bag is a favorite as well. But this Stranger Things bag, it is so cute. If you're a Stranger Things fan, the last season just dropped, and they just dropped the new episodes on Christmas of the final episodes. So if you're a fan, I don't know, I am. I've been watching it with my daughter. Anyway, this bag is super cute. It has been living in that bag, getting doused and tousled around by all my other bags. I'm not easy on any of the bags that live inside of that bag. And this one, it holds its own. It's very well made. It's huge. It can hold a ton of stuff in it. And the coolest thing about it is not only does it have all this stuff about the show on there, it's kind of like newspaper article, and it says like Stranger Things and Cover Girl and all that kind of stuff. Like when you press on it and get warmth onto it, it just like causes it to change colors a little bit, and it actually does work. And it usually works way better than it's working right now, so I don't know what's up. It's like being shy. I've just really been loving this bag. It makes me happy every time I like reach for it. I don't know why it makes me happy to like reach and like see something with a Demogorgon on it. I just enjoy the show, and I enjoy it's like, you know, a nice memory because me and my daughter watch it together. But I've just really been enjoying this bag, and you can like throw it in the wash and it'll be fine. Very well made, and that's what I love about it. And I think it was like $12, and I'm just so glad that I grabbed it. They had a bunch of like CoverGirl X Stranger Things makeup, and they also came out with this bag with that collection, and I just thought it was awesome and thought that I would mention it. The very last thing is, I like a good hair mist. I have been a diehard for the Sol de Janeiro, like the Bum Bum scented, the one in the yellow that smells like pistachios and caramel. I have been a diehard for that one for many years. But I did this year dive in and try out a few hair mists. I liked a couple, but the only one that really blew me away that I can't get enough of is this one. It's the Emmy J Aura Hair Mist. And that's what she looks like. Oh my goodness. It says it's like a toasted sugar scent. Oh my gosh. It smells like fancy caramel. It smells like you want to hug yourself. Like if somebody hugs you, they're lucky because they're going to get a whiff of that. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for sharing a huge chunk of your day with me, or probably several sections of your day with me today, because I know that this video was really long, so you probably had to watch a little bit and come back later. And if you did, I'm so truly grateful for your time, because I know time is precious. Thank you for sharing some of yours with me. If you've been on this journey with me at all, YouTube is in my top 3 of this year. I started YouTube in June after 17 years of wanting to start a YouTube beauty channel, and I'm so glad that I did. I've met so many wonderful people along the way. I've had so much fun. I enjoy making videos. I love editing videos. I just love sharing my passion for all things beauty and skincare, connecting with other people that love beauty and skincare as much as I do. Thank you so much if you've watched any of my videos, commented on any of my videos, and especially if you have enjoyed any of my videos or learned anything from any of my videos, because I may not have much to share, but I do try to share what I can. And yeah, thank you. I don't want to cry because I'm a crier. If you've watched any of my other videos, you probably figured that out already by 2 now. I'm looking so forward to 2026 and making a bunch more videos. I hope to see you in some of them. Have a wonderful new year, and I hope to see you on the other side in 2026. Bye, guys. Water. Speaking of which, I'm so old. I wanted to collect those blushes, but when I got the one that went patchy, I was like, I ain't getting no more of those.